it is spoken. The doors were never thrown apart, no blazing torch, no pounding heart, no roar to shake the northern frame, only a murmur and my name. The beams above did not descend, no thunder rolled to mark the end, yet through the grain of ancient wood a sound arose where silence stood. Not shouted high in warrior pride, not carved in boast nor battle cry, but low as breath in winter air, as if the whole had always cared. They speak my name in timberline, not loud but deep within the night. Nöfn my timberljósi, Eigi, the long dark table did not move, no lifted cup, no need to prove. Yet in the shadowed shield line wall my name was present over all. Not welcomed as a guest unknown, not tested for the deeds I've shown, but spoken like a thing long placed within the hall's unbroken space. No stranger step upon the floor, no echo asking who I was before. The timber knew the weight I bear, as if my breath had always been there. They speak my name in timber light, not loud but deep within the night. Nöfn my timberljósi, Eigi, not praise, not cry, not feast, not sky, only the sound through wood and flame. The hall has kept my name. They speak my name in timberlight, not loud but deep within the night. Nöfn my timberljósi, Eigi, no shout, no claim, only my name. A name spoken once does not end. Heldr. Beneath the roof of hanging spears, where timber drinks 1,000 years, a murmur moves from beam to beam, like breath that walks within a dream.
No shout that splits the northern air, no cry of triumph burning there, but low as iron cooled by flame, a voice repeats the shape of a name.
From shield to shield it passes slow, through shadowed rows in firelight glow, not carried high by boast or hand, but woven through the gathered band. Beneath the roof where shadows stand, my name is carried hand to hand.
Under Vakis spjutas skogas, Nöfn mitt bärs fram till hända.
The fallen sit in silent line, no raised horn, no clash of sign, yet in their breath in measured tone my name is spoken as their own.
Not new, not strange, not just begun, but something long beneath the sun, an echo shaped before my birth that
steady frame, the hall remembers every name. Beneath the roof where shadows stand, my name is carried hand to hand.
Under thakis spjuta skugans nöfn, it's burst fram till hända.
Not called,
Not claimed,
not praised,
not named.
but echoed through wire, through flame. Beneath the roof where shadows stand, my name is carried hand to hand.
Under thakis spjuta skugans nöfn, it's burst fram till hända.
One voice, then two, then many, still low. Only I, in firelight, they sit where shadow meets the flame. No boast remains, no mortal claim. No banners raised above their head, only the quiet of the dead. I walk between the shield-lined wall, no footstep echoes over all. Yet in their gaze, so still, so slow, unknowing deeper than I know. Not measured by the wounds I bear, not weighed by victories laid bare. No blade is drawn to judge my breath. No scar required to prove my death. The fallen call me as their own. No stranger stands before the throne.
Honor kalla mig broder sin, Eigi ständer hearing.
No feast erupts in thunder cheer, no lifted horn to draw me near. But one by one their heads incline, as if my name had long been mine. Not welcomed as a wandering soul, not asked what battles made me whole, but seen as something Cathbart, only brother.
Not written on stone, not burned into sky, but carved. The oak stands tall in shadowed frame, each beam remembers every name, not etched by a blade in fleeting pride, but pressed where living breaths reside. The iron rings along the wall have heard the rise, have heard the fall. No rust consumes what they retain of whispered oath and mortal pain. No parchment bears what wood has known, no scribe records in brittle tone. The hall itself has shaped the sound where memory and timber bound. Their voices carved in oak and ring through iron beams. My name they sing. Raddir skornar I eko jarn, nöfn mitt syngja bjálka björna. I touch the grain, it does not shift. No sudden warmth, no mystic gift. Yet in the ridges, dark and slow, 1,000 murmured names still flow. Not loud as war on frozen field, not sharp as spear on shattered shield, but deep as roots beneath the floor, where echoes live forevermore. No stranger's word can stain this space, no passing age erase the trace. For oak and iron do not lie, they hold what breath has let not die. Their voices carved in oak and ring through iron beams. My name they sing. Raddir skornar I eko jarn, nöfn mitt syngja bjálka björn. Not fame, not good, not claim, not good. Grain and air and name. Their voices carved in oak and ring through iron beams. My name they sing. Raddir skornar I eko jarn, nöfn mitt syngja bjálka björn. No scroll survives, no banner stays, but wood remains. There was a sun. Before I walked the frozen plain, before I tasted ash and rain, before the raven crossed my side, before I stood a northern night. Not sharp, not meant to claim, yet shaped already like my name. No voice I raised began the thread, no battle cry the pattern led. The chant was carved in breath and whole, long before my foot could fall. Before I walked the frozen plain, they knew my voice, they knew my name. Heldr ekkum frystan vel, they vissuret mina ogna. The beams had hummed in low refrain, the shields had held a quiet strain. crash or death, but steady as the northern ground. The chant had always been around. Did not rise when I appeared, it did not change when I was veered. It flowed as if my shape was known before my flesh had turned to bone. Before I walked the frozen plain, they knew my voice, they knew my name. Orden Gekkum Fristan Vel, they vissured me now, not learned, not made, not given, not paid. It waited, not for me, but with me. Before I walked the frozen plain, they knew my voice, they knew my name. Orden Gekkum Fristan Vel, they vissured me now. The chant did not begin. It simply included me. Simply included me. No doors within, no fire flare. Still, I enter. No, 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 no feast erupts along the moor. No horn is raised, no praise is borne. No sudden cheer breaks timber frame. When I step in and speak no name. The benches hold their quiet line.
The iron rings in steady time.
No one turns in sharp surprise.
No question burns in ancient time.
Not measured by the blood I've shed, not tested for the path I tread. No trial marks my mortal breath within this house beyond all that. No feast, no cheer, no lifted blade, only the place where I was made. Eigi, fyrir, vapen raised, Þeir, their whole does not perform delight.
It does not greet in blazing light.
It does not rise or fall for me.
It simply is and lets me be.
Not guess, not victor, not display,
Not one who earned his final day.
but something shaped within its grain.
Before I walk through frost and rain.
No stranger's mark upon my skin.
No border where I must begin.
The space I stand was always mine.
Aligned in silent northern light.
No feast, no cheer, no lifted blade, only the place where I was made. Eigi, fyrir, vapen raised, Þeir, syngja.
display. Only return.
These timber walls have held the cold, the breath from warriors young and old. They've heard the oath and quiet tone long after flesh was dust and bone. No carving deep with sharpened blade, knowing that time can slowly fade. Yet in the grain and ring and seam remain the weight of every dream. Not loud as steel on frozen shield, not fierce as rage on battlefield, but slow as roots beneath the floor that drink of names forevermore. The timber walls remember still the shape of breath, the sound of wind. My palm upon the beam, no fire leaps, no mystic gleam. Yet something steady answers low, a pulse that only wood can know. Not mine alone, a woven thread of all who stood and all who bled. Their breath once rose against this frame and left behind the shape of name. The walls do not divide the line between the mortal and divine. They hold what passes through the air and keep it settled there. The timber walls remember still the shape of breath, the sound of wind. The timber walls remember still the shape of breath, the sound of wind. The timber walls remember still the shape of breath, the sound of wind. When names grow quiet, the wood remains.
They hang and listen.
Along the wall in shadow line, the shields of fallen warriors shine, not bright with polish, not with gold, but worn by breath and winter's cold. Each rim bears scars of distant field, each den recalls what was not healed. No names are carved in painted thread, yet memory clings where blood once bled. They do not gleam in boastful light, they rest in dark beyond the fight, but in their curving silent frame they hold the echo of a name. Among the shields that line the hall, my name is
are not marked as greater for my part, but placed within the circling row where every fallen breath may go. No shield denies the space I take, no iron ring begins to shake, as if my shape had always stood within their silent brotherhood. Among the shields that line the hall, my name is spoken over all. Milli skjaldar hallaveg, nafn mitt kveðið yfir þig. Milli skjaldar hallaveg, nafn mitt kveðið yfir þig. Not above, not below, not fur, not less. Dum 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 dum. Among the shields that line the hall, my name is spoken over all. Nú skjaldar hallaveg, nafn mitt kveðið yfir þig. Nú skjaldar hallaveg, nafn mitt kveðið yfir þig. Round after round, no shield alone. One voice, then another, then many, without command. No single tone begins the sound. It gathers slow from timbered ground, from shield and beam and lion seam. A rising breath without a scream, not sharpest cry in battle's flare, not wild with rage in frozen air, but deep as earth beneath the hall, where countless names have come to fall. No leader stands to guide the thread, no herald calls the living dead, yet voice by voice in measured line they form a sound that shapes with mind. Not one but many voices rise, my name beneath the northern sky. Margir kveða, nöfn mitt under norðurhimni heiða. Margir kveða, they do not chant in lifted pride, no pounding feet in thunder stride, but breath aligned in ancient frame that carries softly a ring name. No clash of cuts, no roaring cheer, no triumph ringing sharp and clear, only a tone both low and wide, where I am not a part, but inside. No louder now than first it grew, no stronger for the joining few. It simply holds in steady way the sound of all the fallen brave. Not one but many voices rise, my name beneath the northern sky. Margir kveða, nafn mitt under norðurhimni heiða. Margir kveða, not I, not they, not yours, not mine, only ours. Not one but many voices rise, my name beneath the northern sky. Vargrøk feða, nafn mitt under norðurhimni heiða. Vargrøk feða, is set still. There is a place. The long dark table stretches wide through shadowed hall where echoes bite. No candles flare in sudden glow. No chairs are moved to let me know. The benches stand in measured line, scarred by cup and ancient sign. No carving marks a chosen seed, yet something waits beneath my feet. Not placed by rank nor earned by scar, not granted by a blazing star, but shaped in timber long ago, where unseen hands had set it so. The long dark table knows my seat before my footsteps touch the fleet. Blank borve sight I mid, den spår min stiga hit. No elder nods for me to stand, no gesture guides my mortal hand. I simply walk along the grain through iron shadow, smoke and flame, and there between the shield and beam a space exists within the seam, not wider than the rest beside, yet shaped exactly to my stride. No contest for the place I claim, no rival speaks a different name. The wood does not begin to doubt, it does not shift or test me out. The long dark table knows my seat before my footsteps touch the flame. Langt borvid sight I mitt, alderen spår min stiga hit. Not taken, not won, not earned, not done, only kept. The long dark table knows my seat before my footsteps touch the fleet. Land borg sight I mitt, den spår min stiga hit. No movement, no claim. The place remains. Before the blade, before the fall, there was a sound. Before the steel had touched my side, before the crimson stained the tide, before my knees had met the ground, a distant murmur shaped a sound. Not heard by ear in mortal field, not caught by shield or ringing shield, but far within the timbered dome, my name was sung as if at home. No waiting for my final cry, no pause beneath the northern sky. The whole did not begin that day, it had already found its way. They sang my name before I fell, before I heard the final bell.
shadowed frame and simply carried forth my name. They sang my name before I fell, before I heard the final bell. Þeir sungu nafni dálreg fell, á þeir insistad, jo, þeir heyrði vel. Not after, not then, not when, not if, already within. They sang my name before I fell, before I heard the final bell. Þeir sungu nafni dálreg fell, á þeir insistad, jo, þeir heyrði vel. The blade was late, the song was not. No threshold cross, no border path on the continuation. I stand beneath the timbered span, no guarded gaze, no testing hand, no whispered doubt in shadowed air, as if my breath had always been there. The shields do not regard me new, no iron rings demand their due, no space adjusts to let me stay. It holds me as of yesterday, not welcomed as a wandering soul, not measured for a missing road, no distance left for me to span between the hall and mortal man. No stranger stands beneath this beam, my name was part of ancient dream. Eigi, Dinga ständer här, nafen med Lodifons drömser. The table does not shift its line, the benches do not realign. No seed is carved in sudden claim, it waits as if it knew my frame. The timber breathes without surprise, no question moves in ancient eyes. The hall does not begin tonight, it simply continues its sight. No crossing from the outer cold, no tale that must again be told. The thread that binds the living breath was woven through both life and death. No stranger stands beneath this beam, my name was part of ancient dream. Eigi, Dinga ständer här, nafen med Lodifons drömser. Not a rival, not claim, not fame, not flame. Only belonging. No stranger stands beneath this beam, my name was part of ancient dream. Eigi, Dinga ständer här, nafen med Lodifons drömser. No door, no divide, only inside. No first note, no fernin grat, only continuance. Before my
lungs had drawn the air, before my weight had bent the stair, before my shadow crossed the flame, a tone had moved without a name. Not struck by hand, not shaped by will, it flowed through timber deep and still. No single voice could claim its rise, it lived beneath the northern skies. No opening cry to mark its birth, no moment carved upon the earth. The hall did not begin with me, it sang in quiet certainty. The song began before my cry, before I live, before I die. Söngur hofstar enne grópa, þóren livin döða mópa. Is dead, it moves as steady as the grain through shield and beam and iron chain. Not bound to pulse or mortal frame, not altered by a passing name. The thread runs through both before and after, through silence, through echo, through rafter. The song began before my cry, before I live, before I die. Hofstaður enne grópa, þóren livin döða mópa. Not mine, not theirs, not first, not last, only Ungo. The song began before my cry, before I live, before I die. Söngur hofstáður enne grópa, áðren livin döða mópa. It simply continues.
Not alone, yet in this timbered frame, is not untouched, is not the same. It carries weight of years untold, of lungs long stilled and hands gone cold.
No fresh-born wind from an open sky, no lonely breath that passes by, but something older in the air that moves as if it's always there.
Not mine to keep,
Not mine to keep,
not shallow draw,
nor falling deep.
Each breath I draw is partly theirs from shadowed benches, iron chairs.
My breath is joined to
line divides the living air from what the fallen used to share. The same cold wind that touched their face now moves within this ancient space.
I do not breathe this all alone. The air has weight of flesh and bone. It moves through me as through them all. A quiet pulse beneath the hall.
My breath is
Joined to those before within the hall of timber roar. And the min tenker for namen I timber althar dinneren.
not separate. Not apart. Not star.
Not end.
Only shared breath.
My breath is joined to those before within the hall of timber roar. And the mid tender before now and the timber althar dinneren. Inhale. Exhale. Ancient.
Nothing is lost. Nothing falls away. No word has spoken face to dust. No word once even turns to rust. The timber holds red and leaves out the region chance Those passing years in the tone of voices pressed in beam and stone. The hall absorbs what air has known and keeps it deeper than the bone. Not written down, not sealed in scroll, not guarded by a mortal soul, but set within the wooden frame where memory and structure are the same. The hall forgets no spoken sound, no name once carried beneath the never-setting sun.
Nöfn får haven samma nöjd, under soler aldrig säg.
No voice ascends above the rest, no single chest outbreasts the chest. The air itself begins to blend where countless mortal pulses end, not lost within the gathered sound, not drowned where deeper tones are found, but joined in weight in steady wave, a single chant the whole once gave. No eye remains within the frame, no edge to separate the name. The wood absorbs what once was split and folds it into unified writ. Our names are woven into one, beneath the never-setting sun.
Nöfn får haven samma nöjd, under soler aldrig säg.
Not I,
Not they,
not before,
not after,
only
together.
our names are woven into one, beneath the never-setting sun.
Nöfn får haven samma nöjd, under soler aldrig säg.
Many became one,
One remains.
as many no beginning, no crescendo,
Continuing. The hall is vast, the torch is low. No clash of cup, no battle blow. The timber hums in steady frame, a current shaped of breath and name. No voice commands the chant to rise, no herald lifts it to the skies. It moves as if it always has, through beam and shield and iron man. Not louder for the brave or strong, not softer for the short or long. No measure set for worth or fall, the sound belongs alike to all. They sing our names in Valhalla, not for glory, but because we are. Syngja, nöfn i Valhöll. Syngja, nöfn i Valhöll.
Eigi, fyrir, dýrð, heldr, erum.
The sound does not demand reply, no tear is shed, no battle cry. It flows beneath the wooden dome, as if the hall itself were home. No feast erupts, no banners wave, no boasting of the strong and brave. Just lay a breath in ancient tone, where none stand separate or alone. Not earned in fire, not bought in blood, not raised above the mortal flood. The chant exists without a cause, beyond the reach of mortal laws. They sing our names in Valhalla,
Not for
not fame, not flame.
Only being.
They sing our names in Valhalla,
Not for glory, but because we are.
they syngja, nöfn, Valhöll.
Eigi, fyrir, dýrð, heldr, erum.
The hall does not begin.
It does not end.
It sings.